Baby, I'm a gangster too. Baby, I'm a gangster too.
Hi babies, and welcome back to Kisses and Chaos. This is your host Lucy, and I'm so excited to be back here with another solo episode. I promise I'll have some guests soon. I hope you're not getting too tired of me. I've just been like such a little hermit making music and have had a couple weeks off, but I have a lot of really cool people lined up for next month. Also, again, if you're watching, you could see that I am not in my other space. It's right there. It's just still too bright. And we finally got the part and everything, and I had my family's Thanksgiving today, so I was like, girl, this is what we're getting, because I'm about to stream Fortnite on Twitch and TikTok live. So I hope you guys still like this setup. And honestly, I'm kind of going back and forth if I even want to still do that setup, because I'm thinking about just maybe putting the Kisses and Chaos on right here if you're looking, just because I don't know. I like this setup better. I feel like it's more authentic, but I'm going back and forth. I don't really know. And today we are talking about the 5 stages of grief after a breakup, and also a little bit of Mercury retrograde action in there, because we are going through a very intense one right now, and it is making me crash out. It has made me do a lot of things, and I have so much to tell you guys. So if you do not want to hear my 15-minute lore, just skip forward, because I got a lot to talk about. If you've been missing your ex or missing somebody that you shouldn't, you're not fucking crazy. This has been one of the most intense Mercury retrogrades we've ever had. Didn't I say last week, I was like, guys, I'm so happy I'm making music. It was like 2 weeks ago. I was like, I'm making music. I'm doing so great. And Mama has cried to sleep a lot. I've also tried to contact no contact. I never did it in a way where, and if you're just joining, this is your first episode, No Contact is my ex. So much lore there. If you want to go check out season 1 and 2, she's been in it for a while. And we're going through our last breakup right now. But anyways, let me just tell you why I messaged her. I think I'm one of those people that I hate the last words to people, like being angry. Like I always want to have some type of closure, but I don't need closure from them. I just need to say something that's not in a place of anger. And it makes me kind of shut the door a little bit. I've done it in a lot of my relationships. So, I did that. I did a nice message, and I was like, whatever. And then, and I knew, I was like, I don't need you to respond. I just wanted to say this for my own peace of mind, whatever. And doesn't reply. Shocker, shocker. I know she gets off from not replying to me too, so it's not very surprising, because it's the other way around. But whatever. And then I see she reposts something. This whole day, the next day after I messaged her, it was the series of unfortunate events, because I don't know what the fuck was in the air, but it was the universe was punishing me for even sending her a nice note or something. So I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna see if she's reposted anything, because I checked the one time, because my podcast TikTok, she was not blocked on it. So she was the first person in the messages, do you want a message? I was like, are you kidding me? So that was what I saw when I first woke up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at her repost, because I texted her last night, and her repost was so glad I woke up, because what the fuck was that? And it's what? Whatever. I was just dude, I sent you this nice note. I'm trying to be nice. You've done terrible things to me. Whatever. It's the victim mentality show, whatever. So I'm whatever. I'm mad, but I'm also just I'm having anxiety. It's just when she's reposting stuff like that, and I try to make it right, and then I'm just was I terrible? I start gaslighting myself. It's horrible. I just had bad anxiety all day. I was so depressed. Nothing was cheering me up. I couldn't listen to Meg the Stallion or anything. It was just a shitty day. Everything felt it just felt like I had a big burden on me. Oh yeah, I forgot too. I was awoken with my fucking period. I was literally the night after, I couldn't sleep because I was awoken by cramps. So I couldn't sleep like the whole night because of my cramps. So I had like 3 hours of sleep and then fucking anxiety all day from not fucking sleeping. And then I'm on a walk with my dog and I'm listening to Mel Robinson and I'm just trying to get by. And this fucking dog tries to attack my dog. It was absolutely terrifying. I've never been in that situation. And a couple weeks ago, my dad actually had to like separate a dog fight outside of their house. And so that was just like in the back of my mind. And I was like, like, I was like, yeah, like once the dog bit the other dog, it was like almost impossible to get it off and they were bleeding. I was like, oh my God, terrible. So my thing was like, I need to get my dog away from this fucking dog. And yeah, I ended up like kicking this other dog and me and Dexter got away. It was horrible. I was so shaken up. I was like crying. I was having anxiety attack. Like my dog is just like fine after like a fucking squirrel he is. He was fine. I'm shaking the whole way home. And of course, like after I called my mom, I was just like, I wish I could call her because even though she was the reason a lot of my pain, she was also like who I would talk to about pains with other things. But it's all fucked up, right? Like I know you guys understand. But I didn't because, you know, why would I? Anyways, I was like, I need to drink some wine when I got back. So I drank some wine with my mom and whatever. And then I'm just like so sad. Like it's like an overwhelming pit of sadness. And I'm like trying to read my book. Also, I just read this book. It's called What a Time to Be Alone. So good. It's such a fast read. If you're like somebody who's, you know, reading can sometimes be hard or just like kind of boring. It has like fun pages like this and like illustrations. So really fun. Really like this book. Finished it in 2 days. I went to type something in on Instagram that was not her name, but it started with her name, and it her profile popped up, and I was like, oh my God, she unblocked me. I start like dissecting everything. I'm like, oh my God, is she going to, you know, is she gonna reply? Like maybe she saw my story about Dexter. Like my thoughts were just swirling and all my energy was going to her. And I was just like, I just texted her out of the whim because then I was like, I had caught myself and I was like, oh my God, like this is how it all starts. And so I texted her, I was like, can you block me? I've had a bad day. Like, you know, and I know people like my therapist, when I tell her that I ask that sometimes I'm like, can you just block me? Like you put me through all this shit. Can you just like block me and then like never unblock me? It's like, honestly, when people block you, it's amazing because you can't look at their shit without going through hoops. And I'm not going to go through those hoops. So whatever. She barely fucking left it on. So I was like, maybe, I don't know. But then, you know, no reply. And then I'm fucking like a little wine drunk and I fucking call her and I leave her a voicemail. And I'm just like, dude, I had the worst fucking day. I am struggling. This Mercury retrograde is making me go insane. I'm crying all the time. I'm barely sleeping. My dog almost got attacked. And I'm like, I'm longing for her in a very intense way, like longing, like crying at night. Like I feel so stupid. And I think like I've done this once or twice before with her. But usually when we break up, I'm a lot stronger. And I started off strong. And that's why I even said in the last episode, I was like, you know, I think it's going to be the 5 stages of grief. And that we're going to be talking about that too. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm letting myself now mourn this because I think before I was always just like kind of waiting for her to come back. And now I just am trying to get in my head like she's not coming back and this is the right thing to do. And I gave it my all. I really did. I gave it my all. I would have jumped through hoops for that woman. I would have done a lot. If she would have just treated me better. And I think I saw some of that. Like I started being more, because at the beginning when she would fuck up so much, I had such a wall. Like I was like, I'm not doing shit for you. Like, I was like, I'm not paying for shit. I'm not getting you presents. I'm not doing anything special because like, why would I? Like, you lie and you're like a douche. And then she started like getting softer and like opening her walls, and it felt more real as time went on. And I started becoming softer and putting on my walls. And I think I definitely did that these last couple of times. Like I really, really, really wanted it to work, like really bad. Oh, also, I went on a date. That was crazy. My friend works at the hospital. She's like an intern or whatever, and and she knows this doctor who's like 35, which is pretty attractive because Mama's 28. And she was just like, she's new. She just moved. I think she just went through a divorce like a year ago. Which, at 35, a lesbian being divorced, really not uncommon. I've been engaged like 3 times, but so yeah, so she was just like, I know that you're not looking for anything too crazy, but maybe you guys could just like meet and like develop like, I don't know, a bond. So yeah, that's how it was, and it was like so chill. It was really, really cute. We just like got to know each other, and it wasn't like how it felt when I went on dates before with people after my breakup with no contact. Because I had a lot of anger behind it. Like I just wanted to like whatever. And then I would meet these people that were really great and I was really into, but I feel more sad than I did then, I think. I don't feel as ready. And even then I wasn't ready. So now that I'm like, whatever, she said that she wanted to have fun, and like she wasn't like, if I didn't want anything serious, like it wouldn't be a big deal. Like my friend already explained to her, like she got to have something messy and like whatever. So yeah, that's just what it was. And it was just like us hanging out and like getting to know each other. And she's super sweet and nice. And like we talked about her divorce and I talked about my shit. And like we had a lot of similarities there. And I just told her, I don't want anything super serious like while I heal. Like if you're down to like hang out and like get to know me on like a friend level that can be flirty and stuff. And maybe be something serious one day, but like, I think that's what I need right now. I don't want any like intense sparks or whatever. I'm just like, ugh, yeah. But like, why not go out with a hot doctor? Like, why wouldn't I? So yeah, it was cute. And I'm gonna see her again for sure. I'm also I'm flirting with girls, but everyone knows I'm pretty. I'm emotionally unavailable. I actually talked to some of my girls I flirt with about my ex because I'm just like, I'm that not over it. Because I'm not. And I don't think I will be for a while. I think I was extremely, extremely like, what's the fucking word? I was like brainwashed, stigmatized. I was so, and I've been crying for her at night. I can like feel her, which is weird because I've only ever felt somebody else during a breakup with my twin flame, which is why it's weird that me and No Contact do have like like twin flame qualities. She would always be like, we're soulmates. And I was like, girl, I don't know about that. And I also think she's dating somebody else, which is just like crazy. But you know what? Maybe it's my karma because I always moved on quickly, but it was always because she was terrible. So take that as you will. Anyways, let's get back to the episode. So we're going to talk a little about this specific Mercury retrograde. This one is hitting communications, nostalgia, and unresolved situations. Basically, my whole relationship with no contact. It's also happening during my Saturn return. I think that we have all talked about this. I really recommend. I know it can happen. I thought it was 27 to 30, but it can be like, I think 25 to like 33. I know mine's 27 to 30, but anyways, look up your chart. Just put it in like ChatGPT, honestly, and be like, yo, when's my Saturn return? What house it's in? But anyways, so this retrograde is all about reviewing, reflecting, not reconnecting, not drunk texting your ex at 2 a.m., and not rekindling with old flames or friends, even though the nostalgia is in the air. And You bitches, I know you feel it. There has been something weird in the air lately. People are breaking up. It's just such an intense energy. And your brain goes into this like seeking loop. It's the dopamine system in your brain that makes you crave things that are familiar when you're unsettled. So like during this like intense energy, you're gonna be like, I miss them so much. No. But were they that bad? Yes, bitch, they were that bad. They were that bad. They were that bad. Oh, fuck. Retrograde is not those tarot readers that are like, your ex is going to come back this retrograde. Like, maybe, but it's not supposed to be like that. It's not like, oh, this is supposed to be your ex comes back so you guys get back together and you long for them. No, this is the retrograde bringing back your unresolved patterns. It's basically like all the wounds that you haven't healed, like more intensified. It's horrible. Missing your ex does not mean that they're right for you. They're your soulmate. It means your brain wants the ending that it never got. And that is hard to let go of. So remember last episode where I was like, I'm really happy right now, but I know I'm going to go through the 5 stages of grief. Well, I've gone through a lot of them, a lot of sadness and a lot of denial. Denial is your brain trying to protect you from emotional shock. It literally numbs you so you don't crumble. But in unhealthy relationships, your denial during your 5 stages of grief breakup is going to be way stronger because you were in denial the whole time. The whole time. You have gone through, she didn't mean it like that. He didn't mean it like that. We just had some bad timing. Oh, but she was stressed. Oh, his grandma died 5 years ago. She'll come back when she's regulated. Maybe when she goes to therapy. Like, girl, we've been through it all. It's literally where your brain will like rewrite the breakup and you stay waiting for them because you're in denial. Like this whole week of retrograde, I've just been like, I am like shocked she hasn't come back. I'm like actually shocked she hasn't messaged me. And, you know, she has gone a month when she was really, really angry at me. But, you know, I did put her in my freezer. She's literally in my freezer right now. I have had two witches cut the cord. So maybe it worked, you know? But it still doesn't feel great. Still kind of feels like shit. And yeah, you remember the trauma, but you're like romanticizing everything by all the love bombing and all the highs and lows. And you're rewriting that breakup in your head like it's fan fiction. Like you're thinking about, oh my God, guys, the movie After. I was a stupid fucking dumbass and watched it, which was stupid because that's like the movie we compare each other to. Because if you haven't seen the movie, it's like this guy who's like shitty as fuck, but he's super hot. And this girl who's like super innocent and like he's trash to her. And they go through like years and years of like a toxic relationship. And then he finally gets it together at the end. The quote's like, he couldn't stand to see her with anybody else. So he changed for her or something. And she's always like, that's going to be me with you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so that was definitely not adding to my delusion and my delulu denial phase. But yeah, you will feel numb and foggy and heavyweight like I have been feeling, guys. So I've been feeling terrible. Dissociating, dreamlike state. Like I have not been able to like grasp on the fact like this is actually over. Like I have like cried. And if I told you guys everything, you'd be like, bitch, what the fuck? But when you've been in denial about who somebody is, your whole relationship, that's just not going to stop right after a breakup. You're not going to like maybe for some of you'll like be like, yeah, what a fucking piece of shit. But like for the people that are like will stay on and have stayed on for a while, and when someone's disrespected them as much times as like I've been through with her, yeah, it's going to be even harder after breakup. It's she didn't mean it. You know what? She did not mean to be like that with me. It must have been something I did. I'm going to reread all her texts. I'm going to go look at the Christmas lights I took her to last November for her birthday. And you know what doesn't help is that I was like literally out. I went out to the gay bar with some of my friends and someone was like to my ex, because she was like, oh, like, do you like anyone here? I was like, ugh, I am just not even in that mentality. I just want to like dance with my friends and like have fun. Like I no. Like maybe a cute little flirt, but I'm not seeking it out. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Ooh, who hurt you?" And I showed her a picture of no contact, and she was like, "Yeah, you guys like would look beautiful together." And I was like, "Thanks, I know." But anyways, so a lot of denial. You're justifying everything. You're justifying literally everything, and it's pretty fucking annoying. And don't forget about anger. Ugh, I miss anger. I do. I wasn't even angry. I was angry for like a little bit, but barely. And I feel like anger can get you through a lot more than like when you're in the denial phase. The denial phase is pretty pathetic. You're like, wish he still loves me. You start remembering all of their fucking bullshit and you're like, hell yeah, you know what? Fuck them. It's like the part of the breakup where you're like, you're going out, you're taking shots, you're like, whoa. You're like, let's fucking go. I'm gonna fuck someone. I'm having a 24/7 fuck-a-thon. Like that is like, that's what I would think. Because that's what my ex is doing. But in my opinion, it's a more fun stage to be in because you're just like, fuck this bitch. And you're playing like Megan Thee Stallion. You're like, ah. You know, you're not like blasting Olivia Rodrigo in denial. Anger is basically clarity returning, and clarity hurts. Your brain is finally letting the truth in into everything that happened. It's like showing your brain a slideshow of actually all the terrible parts about your relationship. It's the yelling, the manipulation, the lies, the disrespectful ex, the hidden messages, the love bombing, the way he made you apologize after you were the one upset, how she made you feel like how she had a victim complex and you always felt like you were the one doing things wrong when it was really them. Like, yeah, it's your little brain being like, actually, bitch, you fucking thought wrong. And it's an important stage to go through. This is when you finally stop protecting your ex-partner and start protecting yourself. It's a very important stage to get through. For me, it doesn't last long. Anger doesn't hold very well in my body, which is really annoying about me. But yeah, I have only felt that a little bit, but just letting you know, like, whatever you do during your angry phase, if you go out and fuck somebody, if you rage clean, if you go to a rage room, just don't get mad at yourself. It's gonna be hard because like you're gonna be like, what the fuck was wrong with me? But your anger right now is not stupid. It's like literally like a revelation in your fucking mind. Your body is finally realizing what you just survived in this whole breakup. That is so intense for your body to recognize. And anger is literally the bridge out of denial. So maybe, you know, I need to go to a rage room and really like amp it up because I haven't felt anger yet, which I should because I feel like I have before. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. You can't heal without going through the fire, baby. So when you get to anger, ride it out and have a good time. But the worst, most pathetic era of all is bargaining, the Delulu era. If I text her one last time, she will realize. If I post this picture and she sees how beautiful I look, she will realize. If she sees that I'm on another date with someone else, she will realize I'm the one. She's going to change everything. Girl, come on now. No matter what pronoun that is, they're not going to change. They are not going to change, okay? Bargaining, the most pathetic one. The most pathetic one. I have literally bargained with girls. One of my exes, I broke up with her. And I tried getting her back like a couple months later. And I didn't even want her back. It was like my ego more than anything. I just like simply, like, I was just like, ugh. I was just romanticizing her so bad. And my friends kept being like, dude, you did not like that relationship. But I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was on, but I bargained with her and she was like, nah, bro, it's been 5 months. And I was like, T, bye. This will be the hardest stage because this is where the trauma bond that you had with this person is like screaming out loud. It's like, it's very intense and it feels very self-deprecating. Bargaining is your brain trying to negotiate the pain away. You don't actually want them back. You just want the pain to stop. And yeah, I've definitely felt like that. Like I'm like literally, this girl at the gay bar was like flirting with me all night. And she was cute and whatever. But you know, mama has been in her sad little denial phase. And I was just like, I still have my ex. And I was just like, why am I telling this cute girl that lives here this? Like, please shut up. The last time I did that to a girl was on my birthday. And yeah. And I was like so excited that no contact texted me. So I was just like, why am I doing this again? But I was like, you don't want to fuck with me. Like, I tried to make it good. I was like, you don't want to fuck with me. I'm like going through shit. But I've been like thinking, am I just like holding on to her because I want the pain to stop? Because like, that little high you get when you and your ex start talking again. Like, you're like excited. Nobody knows. It's like glorious. No one's fighting for 2 weeks. And then it goes right back to the way it was after like a couple. Like, yeah. Your brain will be like, maybe just one more time. Maybe I just need to see them and then I'll move on. And maybe she does miss me. And you start dissecting everything. Like, I was reading my fucking book, What a Time to Be Alone, and I was just like, it said block them on everything. And, I've always been kind of petty, and I've been like, well, I want them to see my stuff. I want them to see me moving on. She goes, people, like literally in the book, it was like, people think that, some people want their partners see them doing well and like, feel jealous. And it's just like, why are you letting them have your energy like that? Why would you even want those eyes on you? Why wouldn't you just absolutely have nothing tied to them? You don't have they don't reciprocate any of your energy. This is how you get back in control. They will convince themselves that like, oh, you blocked them. Like I won. Like she really cares about me. But no, it's just like, you're done. Like it is done. And you don't dissect like their reposts or anything they do, like her unblocking me. Like I spent hours just being like, well, maybe, she saw something, blah, blah. I don't know. But yeah, your brain will start doing shit like that. And that is a no. You're just withdrawing. Like I have never felt more like a crack addict. This breakup, I've been like, and I've been bad through breakups, and maybe I'm just like seriously not remembering them. But this one has been pretty shitty. But yeah, that's just why trauma bond people will really struggle with this stage, because you learn to connect through chaos and you learn to chase what hurt you. So obviously this stage is going to probably last a lot longer, especially if you keep checking their socials. Stop checking their socials. I was doing it like after I sent the text message, I was doing it like at least every day for at least 4 days. And then I was just like, I need to stop. Like, it was making me bawl. Like, she would post something mean, and it just made me so sad because I was just like, I love you. Like, or I loved you. I don't even know. I was just like, I just thought there was more there. And to see it just like be so, it was just shitty. It just made me feel shitty all the time. So I was like, why am I checking on this? All it does is make me miserable. I'm dissecting everything. And yeah, it's literally relapsing because you're just getting that little hit of dopamine from looking at whatever they're doing. But it's literally taking you longer to move on because your energy is still attached to them. You're still seeing what they're doing every day. I have a friend that does that with her ex still. And I'm like, girl, like you're kind of a crack. Like it's like you're a crack addict. Like I'll look at her phone and she's on her girlfriend's page, her ex-girlfriend's page. I'm like, you need to stop, dude. Like you got to stop with that. The stage is where a lot of breakups will start relapsing because it's like the one last time and the closure. And yeah, but I want you guys to understand, every relapse, every text, every phone call, every meetup is sending you right back to stage one. I literally looked in the mirror today. I was like, I cannot do this again. I don't think my heart can take it. I have been so sad. And like, I think I've just never really mourned her in a sense of like, I don't know. Maybe I was just always kind of angry. But now I'm just like, I know I have to get out. I have to leave, or like, she will kill me. And I just hope she's okay. And even though she's done some really terrible things to me, I still wish her the best. And even with the person that literally beat my ass, I still wish the best for her. So I don't know why I'm like that. But anyways, woo, depression. Yeah. I've definitely had some depression mixed in here. I've been in denial, bargaining, depression, like for fucking sure. This is the crash, the come down. The grief is fully hitting your body that like this is done. You're in mourning, baby. Put on your all black dress and have a funeral with your besties. Swear to God, I did that one of my other breakups and it was so much fucking fun. I did cry the whole way home because she was so pissed at me because I was posting about it. But great time. Maybe wait longer than I did. I think we broke up for like a week, but I was like fucking manic as hell. But this isn't just sadness. I mean, I think I called it sadness later, but this is like literally depression. It's like, it's a loss. You're grieving somebody who is alive, who is fucking somebody, probably. You know how much that sucks. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're going through a breakup, really, really recommend watching the movie Someone Great. It's on Netflix. Every time I go through a breakup, I watch that movie. I just watched it for the first time, in like, you know, since my last breakup, because me and No Contact were always on and off. I never really thought there was gonna be an end, and I was just bawling the whole time because if you know, you know, go watch it. But anyways, it's like the death of the fantasy, the death of the potential, all the memories you made in your head, and it's the death of the what ifs and the maybes. Yeah, and you might be feeling tired all the time, oversleeping, undersleeping, listening to sad music, watching breakup TikToks like their religion. Oh my God, you guys should have seen my TikTok feed. It was bad. It was really bad, guys. And yeah, you'll definitely, my depression was so bad these last couple of days. My depression was so bad the day I had to go on the date with the doctor. But I was like, I have to go. Like, this girl is super cute, and even, she knows I don't want anything too serious right now. And she just wants to get to know me. I'm like, fucking why not? But I was so depressed, and I did tell her, I was like, I'm just like feeling so sad. She goes, it will pass though, like, you know. But anyways, it's very important during this phase to realize that you're not actually missing them. You are detoxing from adrenaline, instability, and intensity. You are literally withdrawing. I have literally been like itching for this bitch. Like, it sucks. It's the stage where you're mourning the version of yourself that you were before the relationship and who you lost in a relationship. Like, when I met her, I was I was a man eater. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care about falling in love. I was like working on my shit. And then this fucking bitch comes out of nowhere because she puts her fucking dating app in Florida. Like a dumbass. But yeah, you're mourning that version of yourself that you trusted and you believed in and you hoped for. You know, you're mourning a lot of shit. And I just want you to know, like, depression is not failure. It's healing, baby. So acceptance, the I choose me stage. Mama's not there yet. Mama's not there, but I will let you guys know when I am. Yeah, and acceptance isn't going to feel like joy. It's just going to be clarity, and you're just going to be you're not going to care anymore. You're going to just like, doesn't matter to you anymore. It's just gonna be insignificant to you. It's gonna be like, you don't really have an opinion about it. You're just gonna be like, okay. This is the stage where your nervous system finally regulates enough to see things in a neutral truth, without craving, without anger, and without the fantasy. Acceptance looks like you stop checking their page, you stop caring who the fuck they're with, you realize that relationship was not shit, was not good for you. You finally stop blaming yourself, and you see that love shouldn't hurt, because it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Love is what I've been reading a lot lately is love isn't just a feeling, or even a feeling at all, maybe, but it's kindness and honesty and trust and respect and I've always just gone off that like initial high feeling, but then they're all pretty toxic. So mama needs to change that. And acceptance isn't a moment, it's a shift. You become her again. You become that bad bitch that never left you, but you feel like the bad bitch. This version of you is confident, stable, and aligned, baby. This is where healing becomes power. I don't know what stage of grief you guys are in, but it is hard, and you might fluctuate between a couple of them. I'm definitely going through a lot of the depression, denial, and a little bit of bargaining, for sure. But that's okay. And it sucks because I can't even be like cute and mysterious because I have a quota at the end because I'm doing TikTok shop with an agency, and I have to post because I'm behind like 9 times a day for this TikTok shop shit because I am trying to save a bunch of money right now and have a bunch of multiple income streams. So yeah, which has been fun because I don't know, I used to always just like do everything with music, but having other things has kind of like, I don't know, made like the relief of music, like, I don't know. And also making more money, so like, why the fuck not? You can make a lot of money from TikTok shop, but I can't even be cute and like mysterious and like be offline because I'm fucking, I have to post like a million times a day. But guys, remember that this retrograde is not about love or about your ex being your soulmate. It's about choosing you over this toxic cycle. You cannot save people. You cannot rewrite patterns. You're allowed to let someone go, even if you miss them and love them. Not everything intense is love. And sometimes the universe is going to remove people. Guys, I have said this before. The universe will keep giving you lessons with the same thing or the same person until you finally learn. Like my friend, literally her boyfriend's super toxic. Trigger warning. Her dog getting killed by her boyfriend's dog. And I was like, how is that not a sign? This guy is terrible. So the universe will keep putting you in terrible, terrible situations until you understand. And yeah, the retrograde is showing you every part of yourself that you abandoned for somebody else. Mercury retrogrades don't have to be scary. I can dive a lot more into them. I just wanted to give a little bit and focus a little bit more on, the like my low and the 5 stages of grief because that's what I'm going through. Babies, if you made it this far, I love you. And babies, if you made it this far, I love you so much. You're so strong. You're healing. You're a bad bitch. Please, please, please stop stalking your ex on social media. If they're horrible, block them. If not, just mute them or unfollow. I have to block. I cannot see that person's, I cannot see her name. It triggers me every single time. And that's fine. It means I care. And like, it means like I'm not over it because I'm not. Clearly, you guys are my babies and I love you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this a little bit of Mercury retrograde and 5 stages of grief and a lot of my lore and my chaos episode. I love you all so much. Just know the planets are working with you, even if it feels like it's against it. And yeah, look up when your Saturn return is because I bet you a lot of you are either in it or going through it soon. And it's really interesting to read about. But I love you guys all so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate the podcast. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Baby, I'm a gangster too.